Started. What about my audio and video?
Yeah, your video is good, but there's some, I think, echo sound from your side.
Okay, so I try to reduce the echo sound. I try
Sure.
to. Okay, so welcome in the session. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, good morning. I'm good. How about you?
I am fantastic. So, what's going on nowadays? Any new? Any special?
No, actually, it's not that. I just brought to bring some sort of changes in my habit, and as well as I'm just, classes are going on. I'm just taking classes and household works, YouTube, and also. Actually, if I say about the YouTube, I'm not able to give my 100% on it because I'm busy with other things. So I think so. I just made my mindset that I will give my time so that again I started making a video. So I think things are going little bit, I can say, hectic for me these days.
Okay. So, what kind of change do you want in your habit, and have you done what kind of changes? Would you like to share with me?
Sure, I would love to. Actually, I can say if I say I used to be that kind of person, I was not that much concerned about my health. I would
Oh,
always neglect it. So I feel like that if I don't work on my health, so I will not feel energetic. So firstly, I need to work on it so that I'll be able to do more and more work. So I started taking more and more water. I started I always wake up at 4:30, but after 4:30 I just do my work. I don't go for a walk. I didn't go for work, but now I started going for walk and taking, I can say, water at least 4 liters in a day, and then after I just sleep around 10 p.m. So these three habits I just inculcated in my habits so that I can work on my health as well. Yeah.
anything special who inspire you to change this kind of habit? Any person, any
Actually,
book?
no, actually, there's no any book. I was feeling so, I can say, de-energetic. I was feeling like for the last 10 days, so I was thinking, oh, if, and that's because of that, I would always procrastinate the things. I was not able to give my 100%. So I was thinking, no, if firstly I need to work on my health. Because if I don't work on my health, so I won't be able to give my 100% on my work. So that's why I started taking water, and I feel like the day I started taking the water, I feel energetic. Earlier, it was, I can say, very hardly I would take 1.5 liters, very hardly. But now
Oh,
by God grace, I can say the day I started adapting these habits, so now I feel good.
okay, fantastic. We should take care. And also, I yesterday a video, the video about the Sudha Murthy, and she told, and the women, especially women, take care of her health because the woman, the backbone of the family. If women fall ill, the whole family collapse. Now, who take care of the whole family? So, first of all, the women take care of their health. So it's a good thing if you are taking care of your health.
Yes, health is our first priority, I can say. Because if I'm
Yeah.
not healthy, so I won't be able to give my 100% to my family, to my work, even to my own self as well. So that's very important.
Yes, yes, definitely. We should take care. So, anything special for today's video? Shall we discuss it?
I think if you're okay with the pronunciations, how can we work on our pronunciation? Because I can say people find it very hard. They're not able to differentiate between pronunciations and accent. They just think like, yeah, both are the same things. But I think pronunciations and accent both are totally different. Both are not same things. And
Yeah.
people have also the questions like, what should we learn? Should we learn the any accent, or we should just be okay with the Indian accent as well?
Yeah, ma'am. In my opinion, I am not focused on nowadays any accent and pronunciation should be correct. I am a teacher. Being a teacher, I should be pronounce every word in a correct way. No, if we pronounce any wrong way, so it may be not worthwhile for the students also.
Yes.
Accent is, I think, that different. Every country and region have a different type of tongue twist. You know. Nowadays, I heard about Indian have an accent and they known for their accent. No, just like earlier, the Britisher and now, Americans are known as the accent, but nowadays we have a great human resource and we all are found in every place and every country. So, and I heard about these kind of things. Indian accent. So it is also famous nowadays. So we can carry on accent. But in accent, if we talk about, sometime people are stress the first syllabus. Sometime people are na go for the stress on the second syllabus. They are not able to stress in the proper way. You know, but it is the matter of a tongue and the influence of the regional language. No, so it is not a
Yes.
one-day process. It's a take time, and especially the environment is the matter. We can learn a language without, we can create a artificial environment. But if we want to go for the accent, that time I think it's required for real environment. No, if we are
Yes.
continuously listening the same thing, that time may be able to now learn the accent. And it's a tough thing to live in India. There is a lot of regional language, and also we used it. Just like talk about me, I have to now learn just Rajasthani or Marwari language, and in Rajasthan also different dialect. Every district we can change our language. You know,
Yes.
and I am also the, you can say, neighbor of the Punjab and Haryana. So influence of Haryanvi, people easily identify with my language. Oh, you are, I think, touch with the Haryana and Punjab. They have familiar. So, and sometime we learn subject as in a Punjabi also. So there is a create mess in our mind. No,
Yes.
so
It's happening.
each
Yeah.
language try to influence the other one. And
Exactly.
if we talk about the America, Australia, Canada, UK, they have a single language. Maybe the other, hardly the other one language. Mostly they have two languages only. But in India, we have 3,000 and more than 3,000 languages, and we are using frequently. No,
Yes.
I told you earlier, 3 years ago, I was posted in district Jhunjhunu. That is that regional called the Shekhawati, and all over famous in just in the name of Shekhawati. Their costume, their culture, their language totally different. My district, and my husband was posted the Jaisalmer district. So Jaisalmer district have it in a different dialect. Even I can't understand the a single word, you know. And I also visited the Jodhpur and Bikaner due to my earlier job. So they have a different language. I can understand, but I can't speak. And if I talk about the Arauli range, the tribal areas, the 12 district of Rajasthan, that is the called tribal areas. You can say Bhil, that is the tribes, and they live usually in a forest. So they have a different dialect, and we can't understand in their dialect even. And they not have no knowledge about the Hindi also. They only connect with their dialect. So we have a different, and India is a diverse country. So
Yes.
it is
Exactly.
very tough for us. So I am not focusing on the accent, but pronunciation is the important. Sometimes it mistook if we pronounce wrong.
Yeah. Actually, I also don't focus on the, I can say, accent. But I think accent is one. English is accent is important for those person who wants to do job out of the India. So for that
Yeah,
person, accent is important. But I think first of all we need to work on our pronunciation. I'm also agree with you because if we work on the pronunciation, it makes us feel like sometimes what we do, we are speaking in English. So there is no any facial expressions. There are no but stress word, right voice modulation. So I think to be an effective speaker, we need to work on our pronunciation, our voice modulations, right? right? On which like subject, like I can say what we should stress, right? So we don't do that much, I can say. We just say I just need to work on our pronunciation, but we don't know the right method, how to improve our pronunciation. That's very important, right?
Yeah. Yes, yes. And earlier days in Rajasthan, the as a syllabus in English included accent, but nowadays, when applied the NCERT syllabus, the accent is removed from our syllabus also.
Actually, I yeah, that's happening because even in Bihari language, I can say we have different accent. I can say, right? Haryanvi has different accent. Everyone has different accent. But if we say the Indian people, right? We speak similar English. I can say every Indian people. But the
Yes,
most
yes,
important thing pronunciation. We also know the pronunciation is important. But most of the people they are not able, about to they are not able to speak pronunciation in a right way. They say pronunciation. Yeah,
yeah,
that is incorrect.
yes,
Pronunciation. Yeah, that is correct.
yeah,
So I think for speaking English now, yeah, for
yes, yes,
speaking English, we need to work on like suppose if I have said any sentence, so there should be a stress. There should be a stress. Not only the sentence but also the word. So then maybe we can become an effective speaker. Otherwise, it will not sound I can say an effective speaker. Like the way we speak Hindi language. If you are trying to convey our message to anyone, so there is an emotion, right? The same thing should be in English language as well. So that the people, whatever we just try to articulate with others, people could easily understand through my facial expression, my body language, my voice modulations. So that is the thing that is very important.
yes, yes. And one thing more I want to add, ma'am, just take the word photography. So in the photography, it is the sound create the f. Now sometimes we create photography, O sound. We create a O sound. We can use the photographer. We can say photographer, but a photo we can't use photography. That is the word photography. So that is the problem also. Sometimes we try to correlate the both word, photography, the photographer, but there are a different, you can say, the pronunciation and accent also, photography and
Yeah, it's
photograph.
like yeah, we have to that's why I told you there should be a stress.
Yeah,
Photography, right? Photo. So in first I can say slaver. This is just two syllable, right?
yeah,
Photography and photographer. So we can
yeah,
easily find. Firstly, we need to find out like how many syllable in a sentence. Like if
yeah,
I give you one example, if I say education, right? So firstly, we need to understand how many syllable in this word, right?
yes,
Education, education. There are four syllables. Education. So I think if we just try to find out the syllabus, it's not easy. We can find out the syllable by going on the Google. Education. So if you go on the Google and if you search how many syllable in education word, so it will automatically show. So it will show that there'll be a underline into education, education. Okay, so there would be a CA. So CA, what should we do? We have to stress on CA, but we can't be find out over by own. We should go on the Google and search how many syllable in this word
yes,
and how can we pronounce it, right? So if we normally what we say education. There's no any stress in this word, but that the best way is it is to say this word education, not
yes,
education, education, right?
yeah.
So yeah,
We
so
have
this is
to
the right
stretch
way we
the
should understand.
pronunciation word. We have to stretch, little bit stretch.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
The way we
So
stress in a sentence now should be the same way in a word as well.
yes, yes, really, ma'am. And then for the accent, we have it's a need to do thorough study. It's a take time, and
Yes.
it is not possible for everybody. If a new
Hello.
for the beginner, thorough study is hard and boresome. So if anybody is the beginner, he or she can go for the simple way. And when we are in intermediate, then we can also try to pronounce in a correct way. And we should pay attention the pronunciation. And if we are go for advanced level, that time we should focus these kind of things.
Yes. I think when we are on advanced level, so we need to work on our connected speech, voice modulations, stress word,
Yeah.
pronunciation. So these are something that is very important. Then never we can become an effective speaker. Otherwise, we are just speaking, but our English, it will not sound good that much English, that much good.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
think we should, initial time, we should not focus on this thing. But when we turn our beginner to in the advanced level, so that time it becomes very important for us.
Yes, definitely. I totally agree.